Welcome to my YouTube channel. In this video we're going to look at the sequence and the series mathematics paper 1 questions using ECZ past papers. So in doing so we are going to use papers from 2017 going forward. So let's get started. So our first question, which is for 2017 on sequence and series, is this one. So we have that sequence. Okay, so we have a sequence. So we have a sequence 25, 22, 19, 16. So A, we are saying formula for the nth term. So question A is saying we find the formula for the nth term. As you can read here, our first question is saying formula for the nth term. Then the second one is saying sum of the first 20 terms. Okay, so in paper 1, usually we deal with the arithmetic progression or AP, and then in paper 2 we usually alternate between arithmetic progression and geometric progression, but in paper 1 mostly it's arithmetic progression. Anyway, so for this sequence we can clearly see that it's an arithmetic progression. That is usually what comes in paper 1. So to find the formula for the nth term, you need to know the formula for the nth term in an arithmetic progression. So this goes like nth term. The nth term is equals to the first term A plus open bracket the position of the term minus 1 multiplied by the common difference D. Okay, so or we can simply say nth is equals to A, the first term, plus C, n minus 1 multiplied by D. So this is the formula for the nth term, for the term that is on a position that you want in an arithmetic progression, or what is known as AP. Okay, so since we want to find the formula for the nth term, when they give you a sequence and they want you to find the formula for the nth term, actually what they want is simply the expression where you need to solve, where you need to substitute for the value of A, which is the first term, as well as the common difference, but not the n, which is for the position. So we're going to say nth term is equals to our first term. As we can see, this is the first term, second term, third, fourth, and so on. So our first term A, we can easily see there it's 25 plus, then position, they don't want the 25th or 8th or second term. That's why we cannot replace for n, so we leave it like that. But we need to find the common difference. So common difference, you simply subtract. So to find common difference, you need to know that when you want to find the common difference, you simply subtract any two successive terms. So you can get this term and this term, or this term and this term, or this term and this term. Just subtract the second value minus the first value. So in this case, we are going to say 22 minus 25. So this will give us the common difference. So 22 minus the 25, this is negative 3. Remember, we're removing a bigger number from a smaller number, so the answer is always negative. So this is our common difference, which is negative 3. So we replace. So once we replace the first term and the common difference, and then you simplify, what you actually get there is the expression for the nth term. Okay, or the formula for the nth term. So we're going to say 25 plus, so the negative 3 that is here needs to multiply with whatever that is in the brackets. Okay, because what you should know is that the D which is outside here is the same as putting it here. So the D which is here can be put here. It's one and the same thing. What I mean is that if you want, you can rearrange this one and say -3, then brackets n minus 1. You close like this. So the negative 3, instead of being after on n minus 1, can be actually in front of n minus 1. It's just one and the same thing. So you doing this is not necessary, but I just wanted to show you that being outside here at the end is the same as being in front of the brackets. Okay, so maybe to avoid the confusion, the way it is, it's 25 plus n minus 1. The way it is like this. So you simply multiply this with what is in the brackets. So I'm going to have 25. So you can say plus, okay, so this times this times this. So obviously this times this, you get -3 n. So this, the -3 is multiplying with whatever that is here. The -3 times -1, you are getting +3, because negative times negative is positive. Okay, 3 like this. Okay, then you are going to say positive times the negative is -3n, positive times positive is +3, and then from there you just group the right terms together. There's a number and a number, so you have 25 plus 3 minus 23n. Then this is the minus 3n, so this plus this is 28 minus 3n. So this actually becomes the formula for the nth term. So the formula for the nth term is simple. It's simply an expression. Okay, so it's simply an expression where you substitute for the common for the first term and the common difference, but not the position, which is n. So this becomes the solution for part A. So part B, they want you now to find the sum of the first 20 terms. So if you were, this is the first term, second term, third term, fourth. If you were to go with this, fifth, sixth, seventh, up to number 20, and then you add all the numbers, what would be the sum? Okay, what would be the total number? So that is the sum of first 20 terms. So if you can manage doing that, then that's well and good, but that will be a very long process. So there's a formula that we use under arithmetic progression to find the sum of terms. So it will be sum of n terms is actually equal to the number of terms divided by 2. You open brackets, then you say 2 times the first term plus n minus 1 multiplied by d. So this is the formula for finding any number of the sum of any number of terms in an arithmetic progression. So we're going to say any, how many terms do they want you to find the sum for? So here I want to find the sum of 20 terms. So sum of 20 terms is equal to number of terms, they are 20 over 2. Then 2, what's the first term? So first term, we have our sequence here on top is 25 plus how many terms? N is the number of terms when you're calculating the sum. Then when you're calculating the nth term, it's the position. So in the number of terms, they are 20 minus 1. You multiply the common difference, it's the same sequence. So we've already found the common difference, that is -3. Okay, so don't use the calculator. This is paper 1, remember. So we're going to say 2 into 20, this is 10. Then 2 times 25, we get 50. Then plus 20 minus 1, we have 19. We'll multiply with -3. So continuing with our calculations. So we are saying we have 10, 50 plus 19, and then multiply by -3. Okay, so we have the 10 outside. Okay, so this is the 10, 50 plus, so it will be what is 19 times the 3. So you can do the calculation. Remember, it's paper 1, there's no calculator. You can do the calculation here. So 3 times 9, so 3 times 9, that's the 27. So you say 7, remainder 2. Then 3 times 1, it's 3 plus 2, 5, so that's 57. So this will give us the negative 20. So this will give us negative 57. Okay, so negative 57. The reason we are putting the answer in brackets is because we have a sign here, negative 57, but again there's a sign in front, so you can't write two signs without a division between them. So you need to remove one sign here by multiplying positive times negative. We get a negative, so it minus 57, then brackets. So this is 10. 50 minus 57, we get negative 7. Okay, so that is the 10 minus 10, that is 10 minus 10 times the negative 7, we get negative 70. Okay, so this is the sum of the first 20 terms, and it's correct and makes a lot of sense, because if you look at our sequence here, it's a decreasing one. So from 25 you are coming to 22 to 19 to 16, so it's to 14, 12, 80 until you reach 4, 2, you start entering the negatives, and then up for you to reach 20 terms, it means you have gone far much with more negative numbers than positives. That's why the sum is becoming negative, because this is not an increasing sequence but it's a decreasing sequence. So the sum is negative 70. So that will be our solution for part B. So that will mark the end of the solutions for the 2017 one. So let's check another question on the sequence and series. Okay, so let's go with another one. So this one now is for 20. So this one now is for 2018. Okay, so for 2018 we have another question on the sequence and series. This one we have been given that for the arithmetic sequence, which is 16, 25, 34, 43 and 52, write down the next term as well as the nth term. Okay, the nth term. Okay, so from there what we simply do is the solutions. So the sequence is the 16, 25, 34, 43 and then 52. Okay, so write down the next term and then the nth term. Okay, so first the next term will be, so this is the first term, the second, third, fourth, fifth. So the next term they are talking about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we are talking about the 6th term. That's the one we want to find. So we know that the formula for finding the nth term is actually equal to a plus n minus 1 multiplied by d. Okay, then what you simply do is we want the number on portion number 6, which is the one they're referring to as the next, since they're ending at 5. So the 6th will be equal to the first term is 16 plus want the term on position number 16. So a is the first term, n is the position. We want the number on position number 6, so minus 1. The common difference, so common difference, you subtract any two numbers, the second minus the first, in their successive way or in their consecutive form. So these two or these two, the second minus the first. So we say 25 minus the 16. So what we get here is the 9. Okay, so our common difference will be 9. Then we are going to do the calculations. 16. Then when we subtract, we get 5 multiplied by 9. Then this is the, oh sorry, there's need for plus here, so it's 16 plus 5 times 9 is 45. So we need to add what is the So we simply say what is 45 plus 16. So this will be 11, 1 carry 1. This is 5 plus 1, 6. So we are talking about 61. So this the 60th term there will actually be the next term there will actually be the 60th, which will be 61. So that's the solution. Then B, they want us to write down the nth term. So remember, we had already even found the formula for the nth term. Now they want us to, or the formula for the nth term. Now they want the nth term. So we're going to say the nth term is found by saying a plus c n minus 1 multiplied by d. And then the first term is the 16 plus the term they want us to find, we don't know, so we can't replace anything, so it's n minus 1. The common difference, we have already done the calculation, it's 9. We have found in part A. So when you do our calculations here, it will be 16 plus, when you multiply here you get 9n, and then when you multiply here you get negative 9. And then from there we can group the like terms together. It's 16 minus 9 plus the 9 plus the 9n. So when you subtract 16 minus 9, you get 7 plus 9 n. Okay, so this becomes the expression for the nth term. So this becomes your solution. So when you're talking about the nth term, since you are not replacing anything at n, you do not give them the actual value, you leave the answer as the expression. So this becomes your second solution. So that was for 2018. So we can okay.